Hello, and welcome to Game and Read. We are here today to give you an introduction to this month's pairing of A Night in the Woods, developed by Infinite Fall, and Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I am here to tell you about our book, which is Sharp Objects. It was published in 2006 and follows Camille, a Chicago reporter who is heading home to Wind Gap, Missouri, to cover the kidnaps and murders of two young girls in the community. Camille's relationship with both the town of Wind Gap and her mother, Adora, are really tumultuous. She hasn't gone home in years and years and years. Her mother is a very belle of the ball, southern, judgmental, kind of terrible person. And Camille has a half-sister named Amma, who's 13 and has a lot of issues of her own. So Camille is trying to navigate the toxicity of Wind Gap and the need to just do her job and to figure out what has happened and report on that and scoop the story. So Camille gets more and more involved, and dark things are unveiled, and it is just a whole lot of disturbing craziness in one book. So that is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn.
Hello, I am here to talk to you about this month's game half of our pairing, which is Night in the Woods. It was released very recently in February of 2017 after being kickstarted in 2013 with an initial goal of $50,000, but by the end of its month it had raised over 4 times that. This game tells the story of May Borowski, a college sophomore who recently moved back home, having decided to leave college indefinitely out of the blue. She moves back to her hometown of Possum Springs and kind of gets reacquainted with her life there while some unusual things happen. I do not want to give away any major plot points to this game. It doesn't have a huge story, so I feel like explaining anything too deep might give something away. However, it is a really interesting take on the non-game game, in that it is an exploration game. You are going around this town, you are speaking with her high school friends, her family, her odd neighbors. Possum Springs is a rural town that has recently been under hard times since the glass factory moved out several years prior. And the game storyteller, or the game creators and the story of the game really set that up nicely, and it does feel very much like one of these Rust Belt towns you can either be from or drive through, where clearly at one point this was a thriving middle-class town. However, it seems to be on its way down through no fault of the people living in that town. In this game, May is free to explore the town as much as she can. You go to the different buildings in the town, you talk to the different people. Nothing is exceedingly required outside of interacting with her family some and with a select few friends. Greg and, oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking on all of them. She has several friends from high school who are effectively her main cohorts in this game. You go through different episodes with each one and kind of go through just different situations. It's not a game based around challenge, it's a game based around the story and the conversations that you have, and that is where this game really stands out. The dialogue written in this game is, in my opinion, phenomenal, and some of the best game writing I think I've ever seen. The dialogue feels very real. It feels like an actual family scenario. It doesn't feel like it's missing anything in particular. The dialogue with the friends is awkward and truthful and deep and funny. It's a wonderfully written game. So if I have any recommendation is that you read this game. You play through it, but really what you're going to be doing is doing a lot of reading of the text. And one thing I did not mention about this game is that all of the characters are actually anthropomorphic animals, which is a beautiful style choice. It doesn't have any effect on the actual game. May is a cat. I don't think she's actually a cat. I think she's just a normal human who looks like a cat. But that's kind of how it goes. So without giving anything away, I would highly recommend this game. It's not very expensive. It's on Windows, Mac, PlayStation. It is definitely worth your time, and I think you would really enjoy it. I know I don't normally do a lot of recommendations and critiques in the introduction video, but without having a lot to say, I would say get this game, play it. It was a very good experience. So that is all we have for this month's introduction video. If you liked what you saw, please look at our other videos. Look at our blog, gameandread.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Game and Read, and Instagram. Forgot to mention that one. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.